Very good morning to the prediction solution and the earthquake forecasting events. I welcome you regarding forecasts and prediction made by seismologists of US and Europe, which they have made 2 days ago about California, is looking sometimes bewildering the things as it has bewildered those seismologists regarding the occurrence of number of earthquakes of middle size. The events of about 100 or more than 100 seismic events have compelled them to think and brood over the incidences if there is risk of coming hazardous and disastrous earthquake near week. But as far as mine studies states, because not only about astrogeophysical reason and seismological reason are responsible to cause a major earthquakes, since there is a due of event for repetition in 300 and more 500 years. Actually, it occurs more severe and 1,000 years once a serial earthquakes takes place, no doubt, as it has occurred in Nepal last year 2015 on 25th and 25th April and 10th 12th May to 18th May, and they are followed by a number of aftershocks. That's why the seismologists are fearing and are apprehending that a number of earthquakes may be taking place of severe magnitude in San Andreas fault zone in California. But they are forgetting and they are not having the attention about other parameters which will be causing such type of severe earthquake. They are based on the present level of stress detection in the globe. If the stress level, whether they have risen or not, it is to be first calibrated. And I don't think that this week from 1st October to say 2nd October to 9th October there is not so much stress risen as compared to the Nepal in last year. That's why we must not get so much bothered about having such a destructive earthquake to take place by 11th or 12th October in California zone. Yes, after this week and then next month, depending upon the collection of and the data and data observation on based on electromagnetic theory, the signals which we will be recording, what they are simulating the stress, that depends on that time. But for next week we cannot explain any severity or any criticality of the earthquake in the globe to take place. Yes, we cannot ignore the events of 5 to 6 or we can say 6 plus, maximum we can get 7 magnitude earthquake may take place within 15 days in the globe. So the chances lies fair for up to 12th October. This is because astrogeophysical modeling compels to think and conclude about the tectonic plate of Pacific and Northern American junction. That is, we can say about Mexican zone, and then Chilean region, and then yes, of course, southern Chile are more responsible this time by 12th October. Afterwards, we can get by 16th. We can get chances comes for California, but till then, the stress level, how much it is there, then we can think of the magnitude of the earthquake. We cannot ignore of 5 to 6. Yes, that may take place, but not more than 6, because the level of stress does not reflect such idea. Further observation, it depends on observation of data acquisition on electromagnetic theory and monitoring work, then analysis, and then interpretation can be made to conclude anything about any spot or any site in terms of magnitude, strength, and its destructive capacity. So people, however, they have general tendency to copy others' researchers' work, but not to give them the credit. It looks somewhat awkward, and the work which had been carried out by a particular researcher is not given due credit. So he becomes very much depressed and frustrated on these findings, on the achievements, and then the dealings which they are doing. At least they must give the honor to the work researcher or an investigator is doing. Otherwise, he will be very much on backside of the and will develop negative attitude for the scientific and research world. So that's why he must be at least given some little bit encouragement by honoring his due credit. Only then the benefit of society, humanity, and itself the researcher and the research team can be made. One should take and cite the work of any researcher, but at least his name should be honored also. It should not be that nobody has got his perfection as much as they are thinking. Any theory, either it may be Einsteinian or it may be Newtonian, until not we are giving them their due, we cannot be awarded ourselves. Anyhow, better it is, we must explore something better and more genuinely and indigenously. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, and well wishes for the week. Thank you very much.